Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rose.
Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Your love, your love, your love, your love, your love.
And today we have tips about how to get your belly fat down after pregnancy. I'm coming up on my 3-month mark tomorrow, or today if I upload this tomorrow. So yes, August 31st is my 3-month mark, and needless to say, your girl looks good. Okay, the belly fat is down, and these are my tips that I use to make sure that I snap back. So let's get into it. It's all about consistency after you have your baby. My first tip is to breastfeed. If you can breastfeed, like that is key. Breastfeeding it really just makes your body like rejuvenate. You're helping your baby and you're helping yourself. Breastfeeding just helps all the way around. Your body's pumping continuously to feed your baby and to give them nutrients and everything. So in return, it makes your body just slim up. Like, it's unreal how breastfeeding has just literally been one of the best beneficial things that I could have did for myself after my baby. I wrote these things down. Water. Okay, so before I gave birth, I used to always drink water. I know some people's not like that, so it wasn't easy for me to just hop back on the water train. I would say too, like, because when you're pregnant, you're gonna have to drink water consistently anyway, because you want healthy for your baby. After you give birth, you wanna drink more and more and more water. You're gonna be thirsty anyway because of how much you breastfeed. Yeah, just make sure you just drink your water. I have like big bottle every day. But if you start small and then over time just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger in your water intake, then it's just gonna be like second nature to you, and you're just gonna love water after that. Your diet is key, like before, during, and after pregnancy. But your diet shouldn't change because you had your baby. I know that a lot of us want to be like, oh my god, I need the junk, because for 9 months you're supposed to be eating healthy, and after you have your baby you just want to binge on stuff that you used to like. I know for me, yes, I don't eat, like, I'm not a vegan or nothing, but I do still have my vegetables, I do still have my fruit, I do still have my water. So everything that you put into your body, that's what results you're gonna get. Because you see a girl, right? Yeah. I just make sure, like, if I do, I'm not perfect, I do have junk food sometimes, but if I do, I just make sure that I what's it called, I just balance my diet out. All about balance. Let's see your next tip. What really helped me, I put this high on my list, is YouTube. YouTube will be your best friend. If you have any questions, it's just about being resourceful. Everybody has people in the circle that either went through this or whatever. So I found that YouTube, I just looked up workouts is a big tip to help you lose weight, keep your belly fat down. My next tip is your types of workouts. You don't have to really sit there and do a lot of hard work. I mean, like air crunches and jumping jacks and all of that stuff is just unnecessary. What I did, I started off, so as soon as I got out the hospital, I said, okay, because I don't know if you saw me before I gave birth, but I was big. Like my weight before giving birth was 125. the last checkup I had, I was 155. It's not too bad when you're talking about childbirth, because some people get really bigger. I felt like I was in the stomach, but yeah, I was just like, I'd never been this size in my life, you know, and I was just like, I need to get back to myself. I need to do something to you know, just lose this belly fat, because I was all stomach. So what I did was, the day I came in from the hospital, I just went on YouTube. As throughout my pregnancy, I was working out, but I wasn't working out like every day. I was consistent at first. I started off three times a week, you know, doing like little low intensity workouts and looking up pregnancy workouts for first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. That's how I actually did it throughout my pregnancy. So then coming back from the hospital, I went to YouTube again, my best friend, and I basically just said, looked up, you know, postpartum workouts, and two, you have to know your situation. Like, did you have diastasis recta? Did you have vaginal birth? Did you have cesarean? So, you know, you just look up whatever you went through or whatever label you had, and so I started out with just a little just flexing my belly for like 2 seconds on my side or 5 seconds on my side, and that just counted as a little workout. So you could do that. As time goes by, you just figure out or look up different exercises, little you know, a little squat here and there.
Baby, I've been sitting down too long.
Yes.
I might really feel silly.
He likes to pack.
Oh, my little baby.
Yeah. I'm really doing this this video, okay? Okay, love you. So yeah, so I looked that up. I looked up different exercises for myself, and with like a small crunch, I started off, not a small crunch, sorry, squats and just movement of the hips, just flexing my belly just a little bit, tightening and loosening, and then I started with like doing stuff on my yoga mat, like just stretches and really just the lowest intensity workout as possible, like a little leg lift here and there, a little bicycle here and there, yeah, whatever works for you, really. And oh, dance it out. So my husband's the guy, because he was literally like, okay, so you used to be a dancer before, like, you know, why not twerk it out? Why not dance it out? Go on YouTube, look at dances, look at, you know, little workouts, and that's really what I did. So I went on YouTube again, and I looked at twerk videos, dance videos, and this is like, I was far past 6 weeks at this point. I don't recommend doing it, you know, early in your postpartum journey, but when you get past your 6 week mark and you get your okay from your doctor and all of that, that's what I did to really like get my body moving again, because I was like, hold up, I used to dance all the time. That's why I was so slim before. It was only until after I stopped dancing that I kind of like gained weight, but I've always been relatively petite, but yeah, I did gain weight for pregnancy, and then definitely during pregnancy. I was a lot of face during pregnancy, like face and belly, but for a while I was just a little pudge in my belly until I blew, and guys were like, I worked around people all the time, and it was a lot of people that didn't even know I was pregnant practically the whole time that I was pregnant. until like, you know, that last little period right before maternity leave, and they were like, whoa, like, girl, what you been doing, and did. So I believe whatever methods I have truly can be beneficial. As my last tip is walking. Like, all of these are keys, but this is really key. You know, walk it out, hey, walk it out. You don't realize how much you're actually burning from walking. And I'm not saying you gotta walk way around the road somewhere either. Mind you, I've always been a walker. I never really had trans as a youth. Like, yeah, so after pregnancy, got back to walking. If it was around the house, I was walking. If it was, you know, outside with my son, walking to the lunch, just a little 5-second walk, you know, walk back, walk to the mailbox. My mailbox is, you know, down my driveway, so it's a little ways. Walk there. I walked, okay, I know when my son was like, you know, a month on, I started to just walk down the hill and over the hill and back to my house. That was easy. Or like, you know, some days me and my husband, we'll take the stroller and we'll walk over the hill, you know, around and come back. So yeah, talk about just doing an exercise that don't really feel like an exercise. These are my tips on how to get your belly down. Let me just show you my belly at 3 months. Not flexing on nobody and nobody's journey, because everybody's different. But I still have a little ways to go. Don't mind the stains in my shirt. Be a mama, you know, shit happens. But that's my journey. Mamas, you got it. And honestly, it just takes consistency. It's gonna be real discouraging at times because you feel like you're not going down. Your belly's not, you know, back to what it used to be. Oh, and also oils, natural products for your stretch marks and getting your skin back to normal. But before you have your child, hold on, let me close the door because husband's wilding out there. Before you have your child, you notice that, like, you know, your skin's one color down on your stomach and everything, and then after you have your child, you know, you got stretch marks. Mind you, I didn't have stretch marks until like, I want to say 2 weeks before I had my son. I got like a little red mark above my navel. It was just real tiny, and then stretch marks started to come on the outsides coming in. Mind you, my stretch marks on that bed, and you know, everybody's different, but to get their stretch marks to basically disappear, what I did was I had bought Palmer's stretch mark butter. I bought that, so I started to use that when I initially came out to hospital. I was kicking it on every day, probably 2 or 3 times a day. And then on Instagram, I followed this girl, and she had a product, Belly Whip by 98 Cure. It's really good, along with coconut oil, along with shea butter, but like stuff with non-toxic smell, not toxic smells, but like my body is very sensitive to certain oils. So I use that after I use my other stuff that I bought prior to my labor. This is good. This is a Bermudian girl, local black girl. Shop it. Oh, and I used to dance with her back in the day, so it's just like, how good someone is approaching. Make sure you're buttering up. As much as you work out and stuff, your skincare is the one.
How you doing, y'all? Whatever she says is right.
See? Watermelon. Summertime snack. Those are my tips for getting that belly fat done after pregnancy. Really just slimming back, snapping back, all of that to your, you know, your natural self. So, breastfeeding. Make sure you're breastfeeding if you can breastfeed. Is definitely beneficial. Make sure you're drinking all the water. That was a big piece. Hold on. You like my nails? Place on my nails. I don't know if you can see them, but I don't really like using nail polish remover, so I just pick it away after. Anyways, so yes, breastfeeding. If you can breastfeed, make sure you're drinking your water that you need. What else? Let me check my list again. Diet. Make sure you're eating all the right foods so that, you know, your body could respond to that action that you're doing to get fit again. YouTube is your best friend. Look up ways to exercise and stuff, but make sure it's low intensity exercise. Also, if you want to, dance it out, because dancing is my best friend. Always been my best friend. And it's just fun. It just feels like you're not working out. Also, what feels like you're not working out is take a walk. Walk around your house with your child. A baby boot. Here's my rate. Like, I walk around the house like this all day, or not all day, but like, you know, when it's necessary. And that's honestly just got my arms tan again, because real quick I start to get like the little flip. So that's my tips, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe to your girl's channel, and I'm just here to help, really, and spread the love and all of that. Bye.